This is the tutorial for Concept 13, Skill 4, polygons. And so a polygon is a closed figure. So when we talk about a closed figure, it has to, all the points or the lines that make up the polygon have to come together. So for instance, this is not a closed figure. You see how it has an open end here. It also has to have straight sides. So something that would not have straight sides obviously would be like a curve. So this would not be a polygon. Another thing we can't do is we can't have the lines cross like that either. And so those are examples of things that are not polygons. So they're figures, but they're just not polygons. So again, polygons can have at least 3 or more straight sides, and a polygon is classified by the number of sides. And a regular polygon has all sides have the same length. So sides have the same length for a regular polygon, and angles have the same measure. So we have lots of different polygons, but only certain ones are going to be regular. And regular ones are a little bit easier to find out areas and that sort of thing. They'll also look a little bit nicer as well. So you'll see that in this example. So a 3-sided polygon is called a triangle. And so here's a regular one with all sides and angles equal. So if I put a little dash here, that represents those sides are all the same, and these angles are all the same as well. And so that makes it regular. And they have to have both. So if the sides were all the same but the angles were not, then it would not be a regular polygon. So this is a regular triangle, and here's a 4-sided one, a quadrilateral. Here's a regular quadrilateral. 5-sided one is a pentagon, so a regular pentagon. 6-sided is a hexagon, regular hexagon. Here's an 8-sided octagon, and here's a regular octagon. So again, angles all have to be equal, and sides all have to be equal for it to be a regular polygon. So let's take a look at some examples. And here they are. Classify the polygon and tell if it is regular. So let's count the sides first. So these are the 3 things we need to do. Count the sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6-sided. So there's 6 sides. So we end up calling this a hexagon. And so now we're trying to figure out whether it's regular or not. So are all sides congruent? Yes. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. So yes, all sides are congruent. And so then it asks us, well, are all the angles congruent? Yes, they're all 120 degrees. So yes, all are 120 degrees. And so we would say, since all sides are congruent, all angles are congruent, it's a closed figure, then we would say this is a regular hexagon. And so that's what you're looking for. First of all, you need to find the number of sides, and then you see if the sides are congruent and the angles congruent. If this is the case, then it's a regular hexagon. Or in this case, a hexagon because it's 6 sides. So let's take a look at another example. Classify the polygon. And so when we classify it, we're going to classify it as whether by sides and then whether it's regular or not. And so first of all, we're going to say how many sides does this polygon have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 sides. And so now we're naming the polygon. So you name it by the sides. And so we would call this a pentagon. Now they ask us, are all the sides congruent? And actually, it's kind of hard to see, but there are these tick marks here. There's a tick mark here, 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 and here. And so because of those tick marks, we would say yes. Yes, they are all congruent by the tick marks. Are the angles congruent? Well, 2 of them are 90, but these are not. So we would say no. Is the polygon regular? No, because the angles are not congruent. So in order for it to be regular, you have to have congruent sides and congruent angles. And so that's what Skill 3 is going to be testing you on. Good luck.